Welcome in, everybody. My name is Harry22, and this is going to be a review of the Team Liquid versus Fnatic EU best of 5. Chance to go against Giants for the final. That happens tomorrow. But let's get right into the breakdown of this match. So it was a best of 5 series. Going into it, if you were to ask me who I thought would win, I would say Fnatic, just because I think Fnatic was better in form. Fnatic had better previous matchups, and I think they were doing well. But let's get right to the first map. Was on Haven. Nothing really much happened. Warm-up map for all these pros. They all know how to play. They all know how to click heads. It did go to one round of overtime, in which Scream on Team Liquid clutched a 1v2. It was actually kind of cool to watch. So Liquid won the first map. The next map was on Split. Fnatic won this one 13-11, the smallest margin you could have. However, the biggest takeaway from this was that it was a 12-7 at one point for Fnatic. So going into that next map, you're kind of always like, yeah, that's a rough map when you can barely hold on. Team Liquid got up to 11, but we'll talk more about that after we breeze through these reviews. The third map was Bind, and Team Liquid won that one 11 to 10. Can I do numbers? Won 13-10. It was pretty much simple map. We will come back to this map when I talk about my thoughts on the overall going into the. So moving into it, the first opportunity that Team Liquid has to close out and win to bump Fnatic out of making the playoffs was Ascent, and Fnatic won this one 13-7, and it was like it was some good Valorant. It was some good on a map type of Valorant. I was ready to call Fnatic to win the entire series after that one, but it did go to a Game 5. Game 5 was on Breeze, and the first half, it looked like a breeze for Fnatic. If you get the joke, because the map was called Breeze. But Liquid came back and won 13-10. And that was just a crazy game by Link. He had really 3 rounds in a row where he was able to flank a team and get more than 1 kill. And on the pros, if you can get more than 1 kill, I mean, you all but secure the round for your team. But nevertheless, Team Liquid wins. Fine, well-deserved game, well-deserved series. But I want to talk a little bit more about this series overall and the theme I learned and the message I want to send to people who are watching Pro Valorant. In the EU server, at least. This series was more Fnatic loss than Team Liquid won. Fnatic, not only did they choke the last 7-8 rounds of the final map to prevent winning. I mean, not only did they just miss rotations, Team Liquid played one site, played one move, played one team, like one play, one strategy throughout their attack on offense. And they just kept winning and winning and winning. At what point as a pro team do you guys say, does your in-game leader say, this is the round that we put 4 people on this site that they've hit and they've won 6 in a row, right? At what point do you start to be like, look guys, like this is it. Like we need to do this. So really Fnatic just shot themselves in the foot. Don't take anything away from Team Liquid. There needs to be a winner. There needs to be a loser. But a big thing I want to talk about is the 4th map. Team Liquid should have won the 4th map. That was the biggest lopside of the entire series, which was 13-7. Fnatic won on Ascent. However, Fnatic picked Killjoy and Team Liquid picked a Cypher on Ascent. If you watch my streams, twitch.tv/scaryharry22, we talk about this religiously. Cypher will cost people games. And that's exactly what happened in this game. They picked a Cypher, and Killjoy, there was the only counter for that game, and it was crazy how much better Fnatic was simply because of their pick, right? Like Valorant is still in such an early stage that it's not like League of Legends where there's 130 people and it becomes a GG in champ select, but this one pretty much was. And then when you go to a map like Breeze, I was already writing up my essay on the fact that Team Liquid picked a Cypher for Breeze. I mean, that's crazy. Now, Link was the Cypher. And now, the one exception that playing Cypher allows you to do is he really, when you're on attack, he really allows you to just flank or just go do your own thing, right? Like when you play a Cypher and you're on attack, your intel is not as important as, say, a Viper or, say, a Sova. So you don't really have to play with the team, so it allows you to flank, and that's how he got those roles. So in a way, picking Cypher kind of won them that game, but I still think they should have won the fourth map, and teams need to start realizing that Cypher is not a player that you guys can just pick and play. He's someone who he on my tier list, he's the bottom of the tier list. On a lot of other people, he's up there in the top. We'll talk about that later. But nevertheless, Team Liquid, good win. They play tomorrow, Giants. NA is playing right now. We're gonna watch that video, and we're gonna make one of these for the NA game, and then we'll move on. So hopefully you guys like this content. If you do, don't forget to let me know, please. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.